make products that, for the most part, are going to drive a good experience for the general customer without having that negative side. And when there is, you have to know why. You have to know what. You have to answer that question, answer the bell. And I think you have a lot of brands that want to sell. We innovate. We're cool. We answer every customer's email, blah, blah, blah.
We DM
blah,
everybody
blah.
back. And
Which, you know what? And there are a lot to do. That shit is great. That does not mean you are waking up focused on driving end consumer experience. It just doesn't. It just means you're doing a bunch of general shit that everybody else does. And maybe you do it better, maybe you do it worse. That's not a fucking mission. That's not going to land the fucking plane. Like, that is great, but that's not, if you wake up and go to sleep thinking about, man, I got to tweak this. I got to do this. This is what will drive a better experience for the consumer. Not what's the wholesale, not what's the retail. Not, that stuff comes. That stuff fucking comes, right? Like, that's later. What is the driving vision, the driving focus? And so, like, people say all the time, man, what does VMI stand for? VMI stands for Vision Meets Innovation. You don't hear me talk about that a lot.
That's awesome.
I'm busy fucking innovating. and so you have guys that, and I'm not, listen, there's some industry guys that are fucking further ahead than we are, smarter than I am, and all this, you know, and there's some of them I think we're really good friends with. My problem with the general messaging by a lot of companies, there's a lot of these D2C guys that pop up and they don't have any foundation, but like, you don't really give a shit. You know what I mean? And that's not right. If you make great shit and you're good people, I'm good. I got a lot of friends in the business like that. And then I got some that you look at and you go, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not offended personally. I'm offended for the consumer demographic. Like, I've spent my entire career. So was my business partner, Frank. He's been in almost 20 years. I've been in about 15 years. This is all we do. And like, do I want to make money? Do I want to be successful? Don't we all? Like, that's a dumb question.
Right.
But in that, are you driving is it the right passion, the right thing for other people? It's when John and I said it before we got on the air. It's not about you. It's not about your fucking car or your house or how cool you are on social media. That stuff's great. And that stuff comes and goes, and maybe it sticks and maybe it doesn't. What matters? What's your mission? Are you delivering shit that's better for people? If you are, that shit will all come later.
and safe for people.
Yeah, and so like that's really a difference, I think, right? And we're all gonna make mistakes. You know, a lot of brands are gonna make a product that doesn't work. That's happened with us. I made a product that's great for this niche. Too small of a niche. Bad marketing message. Those things happen, but have the right intentions, right? Like at the very least. And I think that's, you know, a tough state of the union for the industry. You get a lot of people that aren't doing it for the right reasons, and then, you know, that's not good for the end consumer, man.
Yeah.
You know?
I got to jump in right here. So I've been a very successful trainer for quite a while now. I own a gym out east. And
what's the name of the gym? I'm sorry.
Pump House. It's just a small private training facility in East Islip.
Yeah. Can I get a discount on training sessions? Or?
Absolutely.
There you go.
I look like I could use a session.
You keep bringing me products. I keep giving you discounts.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah.
for me, I love this. I love helping people. I love getting people to not necessarily be in better shape. That's great. But turning somebody's life around.
Yes.
For me, that's the most important
100%.
thing. Now, I dedicated my life to this. I literally flew across the world to study under the best guy there ever has been.
Wow.
And came back to bring that knowledge back to New York. It's a very flooded market. Where
Everybody's a fucking coach and a trainer. How do you deal with that?
The worst part is
Blow my brains out when I see that.
there's so many people. Everybody thinks they're a coach or trainer, and they're posting on like these advertising websites or trainers and stuff. I just stay off of them because it's people posting fake transformation photos. They'll they'll Google best transformation photos, and they'll just throw it on there.
That's actually something that I want you to continue your point, but that's actually something that I've seen, which is just the craziest shit in the world to me.
It's insanity.
People gain followers,
Right.
And I've seen it from people I know too, and it blows my mind. People gain followers by posting, how many likes can we get for this girl's transformation photo? And she'll put a photo up, but then 2 days later, that photo is off the guy's account or girl's account.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this way, they're getting people to get excited for somebody who did something great for their life. They didn't actually have any partaking part of that, or part of that journey, and then they just take it down because it's not their client, not their friend, not anybody they know, and then the
Before
post
they
is
get in trouble.
and then the post is gone, and it's just like, oh, they got 100 followers off that last post, but where's the post?
Yeah, that's tough, right? Like, you're passionate about something that's the driving force in your life, and that driving force is to help people change their life for the better. Yeah, that's a tough one, man.
What I feel so upset about is you have all these
Upset
people
is a
who
good
are
word, right?
Upset,
Like that's
fucking upset.
Yeah, no, it's a good word.
Upset about you have all these people that go, you know what? I'm finally gonna make the effort to change my life to save my life.
Sure.
and they go to some schmuck who doesn't know his left hand from his right hand, but because he posted fake transformation photos, people think he's a god. And then suddenly this guy they get a bad experience from, and they completely turned off any trainer in the world.
As I was saying, and then it gives everybody, and then you're the bad guy because you're in that boat with that guy, and it's like, I'm not in that boat. What are you talking about, right? Like,
I'm over here driving the boat.
I've got family members. It's tough, right? Like what industry are you in? What do you do? And it's like, oh, I bought a vitamin at such and such retailer and it made me sick. Or did you see that brand that the FDA recalled? Like, yeah, hey, everyone's not in that bucket. You know, that's great there, Timmy, that you think that, but right. And so but that's, listen, the end consumer is not knowledgeable about something that's not what their life revolves around. Mm-hmm. Whether it's supplements for me, it's training for you. It's not the video world. Like, listen, I can't even imagine. And we've talked about this. Like when you run into people that are professionals and then they DM you, and I've seen it, right? Dude, what do you think I should do here?
Yeah.
Not bad to ask for advice. I understand that. Shouldn't be free, but colleague to colleague. But when these guys are fugazi with no accreditations, no history, no experience, what are you? Don't even advertise yourself as a legit photographer, videographer. Like, just be a guy with a camera that's willing to work for next to nothing because you're trying to earn your keep, and go get a mentor. Go get a, and you see these people that like, oh yeah, I did. Listen, I've seen it happen locally. Oh, we're a wedding photographer. Dude, you don't have an office. You got an iPhone. Like, you are not a wedding photographer.